I met Stanley because I was doing television in Germany, and he was looking for the girl to sing in the end of Path of Glory. This was the carnival time in Germany, so he got himself a ticket to a charity show that the theatre I was in had to give, and that's how I met him. He sat behind his desk and tried to give me a quick rundown of the plot of the film. My English was rather limited, and he could see that my eyes had that blank, yes, I understand you, school look. And so he just grinned at me and he says, it's just a song, you have to just sing a song. Stanley said, this is not a singer, this is a girl just dragged on the stage, and she doesn't know how to sing. That's not the point. The point is, what song would everybody know? Stanley didn't know German songs, so I said this would be a logical one to do. It is a German song, much like Johnny Comes Marching Home Again. There was once a faithful huzzah, which is it's a medieval text. Very well known, a war song, sad and terribly popular, and always sung with sort of dirtier lyrics at carnival time. And everybody knows it. So a person that never sings would think of that one. So it was a logical choice, as well as a very pretty song. And so Stanley, when I sang it for him, said, yeah, that's the one we're going to have. And it worked fine.
Und als man ihm die Botschaft bracht, dass sein Herzliebchen im Sterben lag, da ließ all sein Hab und Gut und eilte seinem Herzliebchen zu.
And he said he wanted a slight, just a minor key note of, this is very sad for everybody, what's going on here. He wanted to just show the disinterested, suffering female. It doesn't matter whether she's French or German. She doesn't get treated well. He was extremely specific with all actors, and very much more pleasant than directors who shout in front of everybody what they want you to do and then wait if you're doing it right. He always would take all his actors aside and discuss what the plan is and what it would be like, and also listen to the actors very often, what they thought of it. He was extremely experimental also. I think he was secure enough to also reveal any doubts he had. I mean, in my case, this was an uncomplicated thing, but I've seen him direct other actors in scenes where he wasn't at all sure it was going to work, and he was brilliant in connecting with actors, I thought, and polite. Oh, I've never understood the particular accusation that he is unemotional and cold in his films. I think all his stories, if you look hard, if you look, it's all there. He's very often a person in pain. This is what's going on, and I don't like it. And I think he delivers it as clear as he can, and as pictorial as he can, because he felt very much that music and pictures was still better than dialogue. Although his dialogue, he wanted that to be good and to the point, but he was very lyrical, actually, in his approach. And I don't understand why people find some of his films too intellectual, too dry, to this, to that. Path of Glory has no sensational things in it, really. I mean, it has the great ditches and the misery in it, but it isn't shot for the cruelty of war. It is shot for the cruelty of picking a few victims to glitter with your vanity and to be a successful career officer. It's really vicious what's going on there. And it's the truth. I think his work is emotionally and intellectually pure. It's not kind of messed up with the fashion of the day. And the, good novels are very clean and clear and don't grow old-fashioned, because it's a very simple statement. And it's delivered in the cleanest form you can think of. Afterwards, I had already become a painter. I'd always wanted to be one. And I used, because I come from a theatrical family, the work in films as my money to be able to paint. Don't make much money as a young painter. And as a young woman painter, you make no money at all. So this was my way of feeding myself, acting. And I'd done that since I was a child. And so the minute I arrived in America, I just painted. And I was only part of the films in as far as he liked to hang my paintings on the wall. And he used his household very often as props on the film, especially the last one. So, yeah, I didn't want to be in films anymore.